Every week, I receive an IELTS essay that is almost impossible to read. When I give it a low score, the person who wrote it gets angry. They tell me that it should have gotten a high score because they used advanced vocabulary. What they don't understand is that languages don't work in this way. You can't just pick obscure words from the dictionary and insert them randomly into an essay, hoping for an amazing score. Can you imagine if someone did that in your language? It would sound pretty weird, right? Sadly, all around the world, IELTS tutors are busy telling their students to use advanced vocabulary. This is honestly the worst way to approach IELTS. It simply cannot help you. In the whole history of IELTS, no one has ever gotten a good score by picking difficult words and cramming them into an essay at random. No IELTS examiner has ever looked at an essay and said, "Wow, these words are so advanced, I better give this a band 9. It's just not how languages work. The problem with this approach is that people end up using words they don't understand and they use them incorrectly. The result is that their score for Lexical Resource, which means vocabulary, and grammatical range and accuracy will go way down. If you're sticking words that you don't really understand into an essay, you'll invariably make mistakes with them. Big mistakes. This can even change the meaning of your sentences, causing your score for task achievement to go down too. If it's bad enough, it'll make it hard for your reader to understand, causing your score for coherence and cohesion to drop as well. The end result is that using advanced vocabulary will not increase your score, but it will instead drastically lower your score. Put simply, it is the worst approach to IELTS and should be avoided entirely. But what about simple language? Isn't that a bad thing? When I explain to my students that they should use simple language in a precise way, they get offended. They think I am going to ruin their chance of getting a high score because everywhere they look online, people are lying to them, telling them that they need to use advanced vocabulary in order to do well. This has become a sort of mantra for IELTS candidates. They simply cannot see that this is a terrible approach. It's like telling drivers, if you want to be safe, you've got to drive as fast as possible. Does that make sense? No, of course not. Being a safe driver means driving carefully, and often that means going slowly. Likewise, speaking a language accurately means using simple, correct words in the right order. You might be able to add an uncommon word now and then, but if you're determined to stuff as many obscure words into an essay as possible, you'll end up like a beginner driver who thinks he has to always go at 100 miles per hour. It's not going to end well. Remember, an IELTS candidate who makes no mistakes will always get a better score than one who shows off his knowledge of big words. If you can't understand that, you really shouldn't be preparing for IELTS at all.